2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Chicago Sky. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And the Sky start out with the ball.
A playoff atmosphere in the building tonight. Two of the elite teams in the WNBA squaring off.
This is as good as it gets. There's only a few teams in the league on this level.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, this is a preview of the playoffs. You know, if they don't meet in the postseason, I'll be shocked. And guys, the energy in this arena with these fans, it's going to be off the charts.
Now here's Vandersloot. Lets the three fly. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Vandersloot is more than capable of knocking down shots from downtown, and that does a lot for her team's spacing.
Copper no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Here's Allen. Off target from three-point range. Here's the break. And the basket by Copper.
Streaking down the floor, Copper put on the burners to complete that break.
Now here's Allen. She's covered by Copper. And Copper with the rejection. Pass to Reese. They get a hand on it. Now here's Copper. Defense is right there. Good on the bucket.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. There, you can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Here's Allen. The three ball. Pupa with the rebound.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game. Having trouble getting it going.
Count that one. And here is Vandersloot. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Cardoso. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You see, some players will try to overpower you at the rim, but she likes to elude you and trick you. She's got quickness and a soft touch.
Now here's Taurasi. And the foul called on Atkins.
Ariel Atkins.
That's her first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pupa. Vandersloot defending. Pass to Taurasi. Just 5 to shoot.
Doesn't waste many movements on the court. Atkins is a top-notch defender that can really get in your face.
Now here's Allen. To the paint. Cardoso. She makes it from the left block.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Phoenix trailing here. Here's Pupa. Pass to Copper. To the middle. Thomas. Shakes her. Here's Brown. Goes up again. And Thomas with the layup.
Thomas.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O boards.
Here's Allen. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Up for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Here's Pupa. And she converts the layup.
Handles the ball like a point guard. Thomas has the confidence and ability to disperse the rock.
And so it's Chicago with it. Here's Atkins. Buries it down low.
Atkins with the bucket.
Here's Ipupa.
Pass to Brown. Now to Rossi. Over Atkins. To Rossi's shot is off.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
They get the rebound.
Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas. Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 2. Now Brown.
Covered by Cardoso.
Kalani
The
Brown.
basket by Brown.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Taurasi.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Reese, no good. When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
And so it's Chicago with it. Outside Atkins. Vandersloot. Here's Cardoso. And she drops in the layup off glass.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
Talia Copper from outside. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Chicago leading.
Allen. She's covered by Copper. Pass to Reese.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to
First
shoot
personal
2.
foul. First team
And
foul.
we're in the thick of the WNBA season now, fellas.
Yeah, hey, this is when you start to feel those aches and pains. Second half of the season is when it catches up to you.
Yeah, and for the teams that come out on top, it's usually the ones that are able to persevere through those challenges.
Now here's Taurasi. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Buries it from three-point range.
With a beautiful outside stroke, Taurasi strikes fear in the eyes of her opponents.
For 3, Kia Nurse. Nailed from three-point land.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's been
Tim.
a lot of fun to watch.
Taurasi's shot is off.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's Banham. Whitcomb defending. Bucket is good.
The defense opened up pretty wide for her there, and she went right through it to the hoop.
And here the Mercury. It's a 5-point game. Here's Whitcomb. Soft touch off the
Sammy
glass.
Whitcomb.
And Whitcomb isn't afraid to go in amongst the trees. Impressive finish inside.
Here's Onion Wade. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton.
On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb.
Drains the three-pointer.
Sammy Whitcomb.
Guarding her on the perimeter
3
might not be a
points.
priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing.
The tray. It's rebounded by Phoenix. And a fast break now for the Mercury. The shot by Thornton, no good.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
It's stolen by Honshu. Whitcomb, that's
Sammy
good.
Whitcomb.
Nice timing on the feed by Zhu, moving the ball right as the defense shifts its focus on her.
The Sky trail. Now Banham. Here's Williams. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one.
First personal
Drawing the
foul.
whistle on a lot of
Second
contact
team
there.
foul.
Honshu picks up a foul. This is her first opportunity at the line this evening.
Elizabeth Williams. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Yeah, good omen.
Down low, Taurasi. It's hauled in by Williams.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she
2 minutes remaining in
continues
the
to
first.
move the ball like she has this quarter.
Back to Reese. Nice D from Diana Taurasi.
She has yet to hit a shot this quarter and really just can't get it going.
And one of the most amazing stories in all of sports is the fact that Diana Taurasi is still a top scorer and a top player.
I mean, she turns 42 this year. She went first overall back in 2004, back when Blake was in preschool. A lot of her teammates were in diapers back then. DT's commitment to the game is unmatched, and it's just really special to get to watch her play still.
Misses the corner three. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%. Taurasi with it. Outside Whitcomb. Wing shot on the way. Chicago with the rebound. And here's Banham. Shoots over Whitcomb. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. It doesn't go for her. Nice D from Kia Nurse. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Taurasi. Pushing it up. Whitcomb, that's good.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection
Diana
today.
Taurasi.
She set the bar for the rest of the team.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. She's covered by Taurasi. Chicago again missing.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting
That's
open.
the end of the first
Plenty of
quarter.
offense in this closely contested first quarter of play.
The Phoenix
It's the
team.
Mercury.
26.
They're up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And what do you guys think about the Mercury here in this one?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Here's Ipupa. The rebound by Camila Cardoso. Outside Atkins. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Vandersloot.
The Mercury trail. Thomas outside. That's basket number 2 with her third shot. Off to a fast 2 for 3.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
And the basket by Copper.
Are you kidding me? Copper is shredding defenders with her handles.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Mercury with the rebound. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. Pass to Allen. Vandersloot with it. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of the hole because she is not helping their offense.
And the basket by Copper.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Come on. You can't leave her alone like that, especially from long range.
Now here's Whitcomb. Defended by Atkins. Shot from 16. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound. On offense, here the Sky. Courtney Vandersloot for three. That shot missing. Phoenix leading. Inside. It's in, and good for her sixth field goal in 10 attempts.
Timeout.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010. Didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Shot by Pupa, no good. Onion Wade, she's covered by Thomas. And that one good.
Pure power from Onion Wade. Taking the bump inside and still scoring it.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Mercury with the ball.
Right here.
Pass to Brown. Copper outside. 5 to shoot. From downtown. Here's Thomas. And there's 2 points.
Thomas.
Work on the glass, paying off that time.
8 of the last 10 points. That's right, you heard me right. 8 of their last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint. Something's got to change.
The defense making it far too easy for them, and they're taking advantage.
And Allen gets it to go.
That's number 2 for her from long range in this quarter, her 3rd overall.
Tarasi outside. Passy Pupa. Now Brown. The kick out to Copper. The 3 is up. Shot number 12 goes in. She's made 7 of those 12 now.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities. This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Back-to-back 3-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Tarasi, defended by Atkins. Fires from deep. And the Mercury, another 3.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's got 9. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Ipupa. She's covered by Allen. Tarasi outside. Copper.
Go. Move around.
It's rebounded by Vandersloot. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Onion Wade. Ooh, no luck on that one. And stolen by Onion Wade. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Rebounded by Copper.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Chicago with the rebound. Vandersloot left side. Count it. Good.
Well, Vandersloot is just fearless, getting past the inside contact and getting to her finish.
Timeout called to Mercury.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
Mercury making a change here.
Squad, make some noise.
Yo, look out!
Here's Ipupa. Got a piece of it. Now it's Reese.
Charging foul.
And the whistle blows. It's on Reese.
That is her first foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
And here's Satu Sabali outside. Han lays it up and banks it in.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more aggressive on the offensive glass.
It's paid off with a higher rate of second chance buckets. Great effort to build this lead.
And normally the team with more effort wins.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Han. Sabali with it. Takes the three. Atkins grabs the board.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Here's Ipupa. Pass to Thornton. Outside Sabali. Fires for three. Kept alive by Phoenix. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
First team foul.
That's on Kia Nurse.
At the line
And this
for
team
Mercury.
encourages Shu to look
Shu.
for her shot because that
2
means
shots.
the defenders fouling her with her size.
So she gets them both. Now Banham. Left side Williams. Nurse covered by Thornton. Puts up a three. The shot by Nurse, no good. Phoenix leading. Here's Taurasi. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Effective around the rim. Taurasi is
2
well-rounded.
minutes remaining
She
in the
can
first
finish
half. 2
with
minutes.
a multitude of moves.
Here's Banham. Out to Nurse. Jacks up a three. She can't get that one. Deflected. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. From past the arc, and it's Kia Nurse with the trifecta.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in each quarter for her so far.
And so here's Phoenix. Here's Taurasi. That one drops for her.
Taurasi.
She's picked it up since the start of the second. Her shots are starting to fall.
Atkins. She's covered by Taurasi. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. She's got 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Han.
Second personal foul.
That's foul
First
number
team
2
foul.
for her. It's stolen by Han Shu.
Not a very wise decision to try the entry pass. Not with a defender right there. Ready to pick it.
Here's Ipupa. Rebounded by Kia Nurse.
She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Let's go with a three. Kia Nurse with another miss.
We haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a little bit too often offensively.
I think you're right, Tim. An up fake here or an up fake there, getting inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
Yeah, you got to mix things up a bit.
Clock at 6. Pass to Ipupa. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. On. Out to Taurasi. That's in there.
Yeah,
Satu
Taurasi.
Sabali with the dime. Outside Reese. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mercury out in front. They're up by 3.
Phoenix team.
And we'll be back with you
53.
shortly. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third.
We're seeing a tremendous performance from Copper.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Now here's Allen.
Second chance shot, and she sinks the layup.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Taurasi with it, defended by Atkins. Taurasi's shot is off. Vandersloot outside for the tie. Gets it to go from downtown. And that ties it up.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Now the defender just too slow. She got burnt for the layup. That was a speed mismatch all the way.
For the lead. And again, it's Chicago in the 3.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Ipupa. Up and in from the low block.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks, and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Vandersloot outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Copper. And it's the Mercury with the ball. They lead by 1.
And Brian, what do you think it is about Kalia Copper that makes her such a top-tier offensive weapon?
Most would say her pure skills, but you can't overlook her effort level. When Copper's on the floor, she's giving you everything she has and then some.
Chicago
And
foul.
that's a foul
Rebecca
called on Allen.
First personal
That's
foul.
her first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Ipupa.
Vandersloot defending. Taurasi outside. From outside the arc. That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
Well, there she is again, leading by example. Now, Taurasi may not demand the ball, but they're calling her number, and she's delivered time and time again.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Good shot to come right back at her with a 3 of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
Now here's Copper.
15 points in the game. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago trailing here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
The offensive rebound.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Once you let Vandersloot get to the rim, the damage is already done. She's too skilled around the basket.
Timeout called the Mercury.
timeout.
Courtney Vandersloot with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Simply, she is on fire from beyond the arc. It's time to start shaping the game plan around stopping her.
All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
Kalia Copper from outside.
Chicago with the rebound.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The three. No good.
Well, they're in the lead, but she's still been frustrated offensively.
Brown. Pass to Ipupa. Thomas down low. Covered by Cardoso. And it's Thomas missing.
And the whistle blows on a backboard violation. Went over and back.
Oh, no. See, those are the kind of errors that can make or break you in a game like this, and it'll drive your coach crazy.
Here's Ipupa. She's covered by Allen.
Shoots it. And again, Phoenix no good. Chicago in the lead. To the inside.
Cardoso can't get it to go. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Here's Ipupa. Vandersloot defending. Can they get it? Pass to Mack. Here's Ipupa. Onyenwere grabs the board.
She's gone cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Mercury.
Mercury ball.
And the Mercury making a change here.
In for the Mercury, Satu Sabuli.
Taurasi with it.
I'm right here.
She's got 18.
Get outside.
Kalia Copper from outside. Camila Cardoso gets the board. Here's Allen. Takes the three. Ipupa with the rebound. Phoenix trailing here. To the paint. Shots good by Taurasi.
She is setting this place on
Chicago,
fire.
timeout call.
Her shooting has been off the charts.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
Now here's Vandersloot. 22 points for her. There's the three. The three-pointer is on target.
Until she cools off, I'd keep the ball right in her hands.
And here the Mercury. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Satu Sabuli.
Sabali, good.
Yeah, that's a high IQ pass by Taurasi to the wide open shooter. She's got a great sense of where to send the ball.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. Pass to Allen. Now here's Atkins. She's covered by Taurasi. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Mercury with the rebound. Taurasi outside. For the lead. Onyenwere grabs the board. Vandersloot outside. Banked in off the glass.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Here's Ipupa. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Rebound battles split about evenly.
Yeah, neck and neck on the glass. Just one aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game.
And we love the close games.
Absolutely.
Pass to Ipupa. Back to Thornton. Now here's Sabali. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. They grab their own miss. Here's Mack. Tries yet again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
Second personal foul.
Don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
Both good at the line. Here's Chicago now. 2-point game. Here's Banham. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up 2.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
Pass to Hahn. Outside Sabali. That's in. Coming off an assist from Han Shu.
The team gets Sabali set up perfectly. She starts her shooting motion the instant she has the ball.
Watch her.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front, and it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Pass to Thornton. Back to Taurasi. Mack. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Mercury. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting. Well, if you wanted to give someone an example of a new era big, Satou Sabally certainly fits the bill.
Well, she's 6'4", but she can really shoot it from deep. And what a great shot blocker she is as well. Sabally moves like a guard. A huge matchup problem. Good idea to just foul Williams. She's an average free throw shooter. Don't give her easy looks.
Both teams will make substitutions. No good on the second, so she hits 1 of 2. And for Satou Sabally, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satou is more of a shooter, while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
Now here's Vandersloot. 30 points in the game. Here's Uzan. To the middle. Here's Sabally. For the lead. It's hauled in by Angel Reese. And a chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
And I'm not a genius like Brian, but if I'm them, I'd try for that.
Give yourself some credit, Tim. You're pretty smart. And Vandersloot gets it to go.
He has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
In for Phoenix, Ipupa.
Launches it. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity. I mean, everything is going right.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Leah Copper from outside. The shot, no good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head into the fourth quarter. Sky out in front, leading by 6. 76. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Now Banham. Poked loose. Here's Ipupa. Pass to Sabally. Down low. Copper. That's in there. Satou Sabally with the dime.
Strong instincts from Sabally. She spots a wide-open shooter and dishes the ball accordingly.
Williams. She's covered by Brown. Here's Nurse. Brown grabs the board.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now here is Atkins. Pass to Reese. And here's Banham. And here's Atkins. She's covered by Taurasi. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Ipupa. The 11-footer. Count that one.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Allen. And the 3 off target.
Well, she can't find the range here in the second after doing a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
And the basket by Cardoso.
The assist, Angel Reese.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Inside. And a nice shot by Ipupa.
Wow.
From
I mean, come on, that's 10 straight
Thomas.
points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Here's Banham. Here's Reese. Brown grabs the board.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
To the inside. And the basket by Copper.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Allen. Another shot. Good work there as it goes. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Ipupa. Pass to Brown. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Outside Atkins. To the paint. Reese. And she banks in the layup.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Rossi outside. Down low. Thomas. Tries again. And another shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. And the call on Camila Cardoso.
Plays hard, but always with respect. And it goes back to Thomas's graceful presence, not just on the court, but off the court.
You know, I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
Now here's Copper. And that's a foul called on Allen. That's foul number 2 for her.
Second team foul.
To Rossi outside. To the middle. Here's Copper. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Outside Atkins. Allen. She's covered by Copper. Beyond the arc. And Allen gets it to go.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Here's Ipupa. Picked away. A one-on-one situation. That's tipped. Outside Reese. Pass to Allen. This one for 3. Mercury with the rebound.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half. Oh, she has really stepped it up this quarter. It looks like she's determined to get them out of this hole all by herself.
Now here's Allen. The 3.
It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
Reese on the left. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort. Now that's how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to keep it.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. Again, Kalia Copper missing. Chicago leading. Thomas outside. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. It's hauled in by Reese.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Shoot it!
Now here's Allen. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Hits it from three-point range.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
And the call will be against Brown. That's foul number 2 for her.
She's still looking for her first three-pointer of the second half after hitting just one three-pointer in the first half.
Right here, right here!
Vandersloot right side. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Thomas. Phoenix trailing here. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
And she'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows.
You know, despite playing lots of time at the three, Copper is inside a lot. And it just kind of makes her a different type of matchup.
And you look at the career of Kalia Copper, and she really took advantage of that 2020 season.
Yeah, that was the wobble year down in Bradenton. A lot of players opted out, but Copper, she opted in. She had by far her best season. And in the 3 years since, she's been an all-star 3 times. And, oh, by the way, finals MVP with the Sky, too.
Timeout called for Mercury.
Coach saw that the players were getting a little run down out there. The timeout should give them a little energy back.
All right, fans, that was your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
Oh, come on, what's that?
Here's Thomas. Off target at the rim.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
And a 3-on-3 fast break. A shot by Pupa, no good. And it's the Sky ball. Reese inside. Thomas on her. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Second
It goes on Alyssa Thomas. And she knocks down the first one.
Angel Reese.
That one misses. And it's the Mercury with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Back to Copper. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
We've seen that Copper is capable of big things on offense. And I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those nights.
Vandersloot left side. That misses off the backboard.
Great look, disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
Now here's Vandersloot. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the 4th.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the 4th quarter.
Misfires again, and the ball simply refuses to cooperate with her.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas.
It's going to take something very special for them to come back now.
Well, something special and a little bit of luck.
And maybe some threes to rain down as well.
If there really is something called a clutch gene, then Brown definitely has it. What a huge shot.
Now here's Vandersloot. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Ipupa. Vandersloot defending. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Mercury, Olivia.
She hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That's also good, so she hits them both.
They really had to have those free throws. It's down to a 1-possession lead.
And we can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, burn some clock while they have the lead. Make it your friend. Get their number. Text them. Still a chance here, but they need to score.
Yeah, on just about every possession at that.
And then a stop on every possession.
What an alert play. It's just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
And now they decide to foul
First personal
intentionally.
foul. 3rd team foul.
Off the inbound pass. It's money from deep.
An example right there, guys, of how they
Timeout call
never
for Mercury.
started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral here. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for
Phoenix
her.
foul.
Well, that's playing on the hands of the defense right there.
Yeah, she was
Second
all
personal foul.
over that
Fourth
one.
team
You're not going to
foul.
sneak that shot past her.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up 5. So she gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Copper outside. And again, Phoenix no good. And that's an intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Camilla.
And so she drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. And so here's Phoenix. Copper outside. To halt the run. No good that time. So it's Chicago picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they come out on top.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.